Welcome to another episode of the Shawn-Zilla Art Show, brought to you by our friends over at the Inked Marketing Team. If you want to get your Kickstarter or Indiegogo guaranteed to fund, because nobody wants anything that's unfunded, that really sucks. Contact our friends over at the Inked Marketing Team, and they can get you from start to finish. Inked Marketing, the marketing team for success. And now, welcome to the Harley side.
How's it going?
Good. Oh, that's why you wanted to draw Harley, because you're wearing your Joker Mad Love shirt there.
I guess so. Yeah, I was in that mood.
It's all good, a little something different. Yeah, so I got my stimulus check today, on a government credit card, and every time I go to use it, like just through pay, like I got a money request in from somebody through PayPal for $4, and I went to pay that, and it went through. So I'm figuring, I go, maybe it's because I hit something that I shouldn't have hit. I did. I hit something about transferring money, and now it won't let me do anything until I do that, which is friggin' stupid, because I don't want to sit, for 6 hours on the phone with PayPal trying to straighten it out. But it says it's not them. It says it's actually the card itself. And I'm like, but because it comes with a MasterCard logo, but it's not an actual MasterCard. So if I go and call MasterCard, they're going to be like, oh, no, that's got nothing to do with us. You need to talk to Direct Express, which is the company that handles like all the disability credit cards and all the Social Security, and I'm on Social Security disability, so and then you call them and like, oh no, that's not us. I called them and said, we're experiencing an unusual long wait time, because they put the money on and then they flubbed up all the cards.
Jesus. Christ on sale, man, I swear. I mean, you've had so much bullshit to deal with over this.
And I'm like, so there's a store up by me, but not close enough for me to actually, get a ride to, because they will only take me in a circumference of 30 miles from my residence to wherever I want to go. And I'm in Taunton, Mass, and they're in Bellingham, Mass, which is like 42 miles away. And I mean, I used to know the back roads to get there when I lived in Norton, but it would still take me like 90 minutes to get there, because once you get into Bellingham, there's like traffic lights like every 10 feet, literally. And it's just a pain. It's just a pain in the ass. I almost want to, see if I can go in the morning and send my helper to take my PayPal credit card. So if somebody pays me something on PayPal, I'll have money in it, and I can use that one. And it's just weird. They're like, oh, well, to transfer money to, into your PayPal account, you have to put in all this bank information. I go, I don't have bank information. I have a rechargeable government credit card that they put money on once a month.
Jesus, dude, I'm sorry.
So it's like, so if that can come off of there, then, if he can take it out through like the ATM, even though, they'll have like a limit on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go to like, CVS and hand the PayPal card and the cash to the person. And then, they'll charge you, a fee, and, it's just basically a rechargeable credit card. So
Yeah. Do you have a PayPal debit card?
Let me see. What is it? Let me see. No, it's a PayPal. Yeah, it is. It's a PayPal debit card. PayPal cash debit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I've got one of those because I use PayPal honestly as my business account.
Yeah, that's it's not good to leave money in there too long. I've talked to too many people, like, you know, comic book creators that were basically getting, you know, their whole Kickstarter or Indiegogo money, you know, transferred into PayPal, and they've dealt with it because PayPal will send out like notifications to certain people telling them, oh, by the way, you do realize, whoops, drawing camera just went down.
Oh, shit.
Because you do realize this isn't a bank account. And like a week later, you know, PayPal will like freeze their account with no, you know, notification for anything. Goes, yeah, we've just frozen your account and seized it because it seems fraudulent to have that much money in there.
Yeah. I've gotten to where I do a regular like, weekly transfer. You know, if I get a couple of commissions or get paid for a couple of pieces or whatever, I'll leave a certain amount in PayPal just because, you know, that's who I use to like order Blick and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just do like a weekly or bi-weekly transfer, and you know, it's almost like getting paid. Yeah, getting that nifty little paycheck.
Well, I use either PayPal or you know, one store, JJ's out in Arizona. There, he doesn't he won't use PayPal. He uses Square. So you know, so I usually just use that card there. But it wasn't going through with PayPal, so I thought it might have been a problem with PayPal. So I actually called this store and tried to do a payment over the phone, and it blocked it. It wouldn't take it. So it's something to do with the card. I think what happened is they overloaded their systems when they turned around and dumped like, you know, $30 trillion to, you know, or $60 million to Social Security people.
Yeah.
And the system
probably
went like, you know, haywire. Because they did the regular payments on the first, and then, you know, boom, you know, well, there's 1,400 there, but you know, so I've got like 1,500 and change in my account, but you know, I can't touch it. I'm like, motherfucker,
dude, and that's worse than anything.
Yeah,
I mean that's worse than not even having it, because you're like, man, fuck, I got shit to pay for, but yeah,
that's worse than sitting at the stage at a titty bar and not being able to touch the titties.
This is true.
Which is why I got a job at those bars, so I could. When the boss was around, but he was around.
I started in that business when I was like 18, so yeah, it was great.
Yeah, 23. Yeah. My friend Tony started when he was 15. He was working as the valet attendant in the parking lot.
Oh wow!
So he couldn't drive the cars yet, but he was directing them. And then, you know, when he got his permit, he was driving them even though he wasn't supposed to be. And he went from doing that, and it's like, you know, it's cold out in the winter. There's no like shed with a heater for the kid to stand in. So what did he do? He would come in to stand in the back door.
Wow.
So all the girls used to fawn over him because, you know, he wasn't supposed to be in there. And then he ended up being a DJ there. And I ended up being a DJ there.
That's how it starts, man. That's how they get you. Hey, buddy. You gonna come say hey? Come here. Nope, right over here. Right over here. Look at the tablet. Okay, can't see.
What's up, dude?
Okay, now we can see you. No way.
Hold up, what? Hold up. So,
It's the front-facing camera, so it's backwards. Hey, that's William. Say hey, William.
Hey.
Hey.
This is Mac. He's the little guy.
Lil Mac.
Little Mac from Punch-Out. All right, buddy. You gonna go? You can go lay down and stuff.
Hey, Dad. So, Mario 64 skin in Mario Odyssey.
What are you telling me?
Mario can become Mario 64.
I thought Mario was pretty much the same.
No, he can turn into Mario 64.
Oh. Okay. And you're trying to buy it?
No, I already bought.
Oh, okay.
I already bought it.
He's happy he got a Switch, so that's what his life consists of right now.
Yeah. My daughter got one, and she wanted that. She's been wanting that stupid Animal Crossing game for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh yeah.
And she got it, but her mother, without telling her, put a time limit on certain things when they signed into the router.
Oh.
Because everybody's got their own their own special login.
Mm-hmm.
So she put down, that at 5 o'clock, from noon to 5 was the only time that, she could play the Switch. And she hadn't saved her game yet.
Oh, no.
And 5 o'clock came and it crashed the system. And it crashed the game, and it's not a downloadable one. It's either a CD or a cartridge, whatever the hell those things are.
Yeah.
And so it jammed up, and it won't let her play, and it won't let her start a new game.
Oh no.
So.
Fuck.
So, and that's the only game that she wanted to play on it. So now she's back to playing Minecraft.
I think my kids would kill me if that happened. Like I would, I'd wake up to see one of them standing over me with a pillow. Oops. Oh.
Now you're a big guy. They'd like tie you down to something like you were Gulliver or something.
Lilliputians. Yeah.
So, her birthday's in a few weeks, so I go, tell Dad something that you want that is not insanely priced for your birthday. Is there something cool that you would want for your birthday? I go, besides a hoodie, because you've got like 10 of them.
Right.
And she's like, you're not going to like it because it's Minecraft. I go, but you already have the game. He goes, well, it's something from the game. I go, am I buying you something to get past a level in a game? It's like, no. I want the plush zombie pigman. So I guess there's this character in the game that's a pigman, and at certain points they become zombies. So it's this big plush. It's like friggin' $40.
Jesus.
Oh, no, I think it's 29 bucks. It's like an 18-inch, zombie pigman plush. And I'm like, oh my God. Well, at least she didn't ask for any of the the usable 8-bit weapons from it. She'd be going around with like an 8-bit pickaxe, like hitting people in the head or something.
Yeah. My Mac that was just in here, he's got one of the little swords. Big, hard plastic damn sword, too, man. It's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah. I was like, all right, don't be swinging it near my TV. Because shit'll get real then.
Yeah, I know.
So I watched Godzilla versus Kong.
I did not, because the platform that I would watch a new movie on had it, but it would only play up to a certain point. It would stop, reload, and stop playing from the beginning again. There was one that actually played through, but it had so much lag in it that it was basically unwatchable. Like, I couldn't even tell it was playing.
Oh,
because
man.
it would play like a half a line of stuff from the character. And I looked up from the book I was reading at one point, and my phone died, so I had to go plug it in. I looked up to see the Mechazilla, and I'm like, cool, and then it froze again, like, son of a. And
It's like,
they've got like,
you.
I found like 9 uploads on a torrent, and they were all like that. I'm like, oh, you guys suck. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just, pay to get, HBO Max. And I'm like, oh, wait, I can't do that because nothing will accept my card.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Whole fucking world's.
Yeah. And HBO is, not one of those, oh, come try it. 7-day trial. No, we don't give trials. We take your credit card number and we charge you right away, and then we're going to charge you. Then we're going to charge you another 29 days. Yeah, there's no free trial that I've seen.
I know that they had done it before, but I mean, I guess they're like, nope, we don't have to now. We have Godzilla vs. Kong and all the other lovely shit.
Look, I have a shiny boat that looks just like your shirt.
Ooh. It's such a gorgeous picture too, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is Alex Ross.
I mean, yeah, exactly. How can it be anything but gorgeous?
And Sam Quentin, who writes the 47 Furious Tales comic, but he does it like in a smaller. It's smaller than like a regular comic, but the paper is like so high quality and everything. So he sent me. He goes, "Which cover do you want?" And he shows me all the covers. I go, "Well, I want the cover that Alexia did, which is his main artist, and it's signed." So I go, "Yeah, I want the signed one," and blah blah blah. So it's the tale of the 47 Ronin, but it's done with anamorphic animals. So like that's the first cover.
Oh shit, that's good.
And that shows you how much smaller it is than a regular comic.
Oh wow.
It's like in a modern bag. So I mean there you go. That's how much smaller it is.
Jeez.
And this is that was the cover of my choice for issue 2. And on top of that, he sent me a cover B, and a cover C, which is done by Fernando Ruiz.
Nice.
You can't have a good book without, like, some angry monkeys coming at you. I died laughing because somebody I shared it on my story on FB. I think Funko photoshopped like the top third of the Bob's Big Boy Pop into where the Statue of Liberty was on the beach in the first Planet of the Apes movie.
What movie was that? Wasn't there a movie that had that?
There was some kind of parody movie that did that, but then Planet of the Apes did it way back in the 60s. So
I don't know why I was thinking Spaceballs did it. No.
And speaking of Planet of the Apes, Mego has the license, and they've just released like the first few of the Apes figures. I think they did Cornelius and Urko.
Wow. I love Mego. You said Mego or Lego?
Mego, not Lego.
No, I was saying Mego or NECA.
Mego. NECA is usually past my, affordability rate. But they just released a new Dr. McCoy, but they put him in the medical T-shirt instead of like the regular uniform. They did a new Scotty, and the new Scotty looks more like Jimmy Doohan than the original one. And they did the salt creature from like that first episode.
Oh wow!
And they just announced that the Klingon Empire is joining the Mego family. So they're supposedly gonna do like all the different named Klingons from the original series. Like next month, Kang is getting released. They're releasing Kang for Next Generation. They're doing Riker. Yeah, who cares? Because, the actor that played him is a real fucking asshole.
I have a friend who she would absolutely have his babies.
Oh,
and I'm like, damn.
They all would. Friggin', what's his name? Oh, he was in Doctor Who, and then they did the spin-off, and he was in that.
Oh, Barrowman?
Yeah, Barrowman at the anniversary. There was you could find it online. There was an anniversary thing at like a big I don't know whether it was creation or what, but they got the entire Next Generation cast back. Like a 25th anniversary from Next Generation, and he was the celebrity host of that panel, and he was fawning all over Jonathan Frakes and asked for his autograph. He goes, "Yeah, sure," and then he turns around and drops his pants to get his ass signed by him. Don't smudge it. I'm going to the tattoo artist afterwards.
That's hilarious. He was on Arrow too, wasn't he?
Yeah. He played a tough, manly man on Arrow, just to be like, oh, well, I'm queerer than a $3 bill.
Just to show that he could.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I can play a straight man. I go, no, that's just being butch.
Yeah. I enjoyed the first couple of seasons of Arrow, but
I watched it all. I liked it.
So pretty much all we're getting in the camera here is the reference that I'm using.
Yeah.
So
well, I wasn't minding. So.
No, I don't imagine so. How's that? Is that better? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who the cosplayer is that I'm using for a reference, but
oh, it's a cosplayer?
Yeah. I'm gonna change her outfit up just a little. Well, if it ever works, man, definitely watch Godzilla versus Kong. Because it's a lot of fun. Yeah, pretty decent movie. I read a couple of reviews and they're like, well, this is a really dumb story. It's like, it's a fucking kaiju movie.
Yeah, it's supposed to be stupid.
Yeah. What do you fucking expect? And then, of course, you had all the Restore the Snyderverse people review bombing it. Because they think that they're going to make Warner Brothers pay for not restoring the Snyderverse.
Oh, there's like hundreds of thousands of people online that just keep hashtag Restore the Snyderverse.
See, my problem with the DC movies, okay, you can say a lot about Marvel. You can say that they're made for kids and there's too much dumb humor and stuff like that. But at least there's a fucking plan. It may not be the best plan, but at least there's a plan. This story links up to this story, links up to this story, links up to that story. And, the same person is going to play Captain America in this movie as plays him in, this other movie. So, but the DC movies, there's nothing. I mean, it's like, hey, we're just going to make a bunch of random shit. So.
Well, there was a plan when Snyder was doing it, but there was so much interference of them coming down on him and be like, oh, you can't do this. He goes, well, if you're not going to let me do any of what I have planned out, then why are we even doing this?
Yeah, then fuck it.
And then they're like, fine, you're fired. And they brought Josh in to do, what they wanted. And they, then there's like, a few stories out about, how Warner Brother execs were taking, hush money from Disney to, not let the Snyderverse go through because Endgame is what the Snyderverse was. There's some of them like scene for scene of stuff that they made them cut out. And they still wouldn't let him put in a Green Lantern. That's where they, subbed in Martian Manhunter instead, which was cool, but, which is why they refilmed that Batcave scene for like the third time with Alfred. And, Clark flies in his black costume. That was supposed to be Hal Jordan, but, or at the very least, John Stewart, which means it would have been the dude from Arrow.
I would be absolutely cool with either one, man. I love Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, when I hear about all the multiverse stuff in Marvel, it kind of worries me because it's like, no, just stick with what you're doing. Because what you're doing is working.
Well, they're doing that because they want to bring a live action version of Miles Morales into the MCU.
Yeah. I'm not overly big on the Miles Morales character because I really don't know much about it. I didn't read a lot of the Ultimate Universe stuff.
I didn't read any of it. I thought the whole idea was stupid. Outside of the fact that, yeah, I already went down that road with Marvel once, and they stuck with it for like a year and a half, and then they, boycotted the whole thing, which was like, remember back in the '90s, the Marvel New Universe thing?
Yeah, wasn't that like Heroes Reborn or something?
No, that was a different one.
Oh no, that was when they got the Image guys back.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my bad.
New Universe was like Star Brand and DP7 and like all these other characters. Most of which they canceled their series before like a year was even up. So it was like this big hype, and then it was like,
Sad trombone.
mm-hmm. Is there any other kind?
Yeah. A bit more here.
So it's funny, like my friend's brother who came and took a bunch of my mother's old stuff off my hands, like books from church and everything, and he dropped off some comics with me that his brother-in-law made, and he was commenting on some of my posts, like all the books that I'm coming across. I still can't find that stupid White Vision book. By the time I find it, it's going to be down to, yeah, I'll give you $1 for it. I'll be like, never mind, I'll hold on to it until he comes back. If he shows up as the if Vision shows up as the White Vision in, the Doctor Strange movie, it'll like, jump back up like, the day after it debuts. So
that would be cool. I'm really looking forward to that Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
It's I like the first time. Do what?
Is that an eraser on a drill bit?
Yeah. Yeah, this thing will erase anything. This thing will even erase your sins. Yeah.
Well, you'll need a bigger one than that for me. So.
Yeah, I hear you. But no, I really enjoyed the first Doctor Strange movie. I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how I was going to like Cumbersnatch as the Doctor, but he turned out okay.
Well, I liked him in the BBC Sherlock Holmes series, and I'm like,
oh God, yes, I love it.
I'm like, well, Doctor Strange is just going to be him as Sherlock with powers, not of deduction, of magic. So,
right, the dark arts.
Yeah, so I'm thinking back to like, Doctor Strange #1, which I actually have a copy of. And I'm like, what's going to happen? Oh, he's going to get drunk, get in a car accident. Oh, it's going to be the first Nolan Batman, but instead of coming back as a bat, he's going to come back as a magician. Okay, I got it.
It's the Prestige, and Batman Begins.
It's the hero's journey, and then we'll use them in smaller parts in a couple of Avengers movies.
I'm curious to see where they go with Wanda and him. I'm assuming they're gonna do almost a little Dumbledore type action.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's like helping her get control of everything, but it just, I love the idea of them bringing in the supernatural side of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, they turn around. They turn around and the end credit scene when Wanda was at the cabin, and then she goes in and takes the kettle off the stove. As the camera pans into the back room, and she's actually in her guise as the Dark Scarlet Witch going through the whatever the Darkhold book there.
Yeah, she's putting his.
I was like, what the hell was the name of that book? It's like the Necromenon or the Darkhold. That's right.
Yeah. She's like she's pulling Doctor Strange's routine from the first movie, where he astral projects.
So
that was pretty cool.
It's like, which one is the real Wanda? Is the one just walking around outside the cabin and making herself a cup of tea? Is that the projection, or is the one in the back just like her astral self? Reading the Darkhold and learning all this shit. That she's gonna pull a no more mutants.
Well, maybe in this case she'll be
too many mutants.
Yeah, hey, let's have some mutants. I'm down, man. I'm ready for X-Men. I'm ready for Fantastic Four. I'm ready for all of it.
Well, they've already shown like Wolverine's costume in the case there. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. So Winter Soldier's been okay.
So, did you watch the new episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier?
It's only Wednesday, so there's no new episode yet.
No, I'm talking about last week's. My bad.
What happened in it?
Sharon Carter.
Oh yeah.
So they go to Madripoor.
Yeah, I caught. Yeah, I caught that. I go, tell me that they're not going to run into, dare I say, Patch.
Oh man, I was hoping and praying, because I would love to see Patch and Mr. Fix-It.
I'd love to see Mr. Fix-It, but I don't think you won't see Hulk. You won't see Gray Hulk, because they have to do that whole journey of, what happened. It's like Banner finally got him to come out. But now he's gray and half human and a thug.
Yeah.
Who's addicted to alcohol, women, and shady towns like Vegas and Madripoor.
But wouldn't we all be if we could do that?
Hell yeah. Well, we kind of were already, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
When they showed Madripoor, though, honestly, I was like, this is how I figured it would be. They had the cool.
They turned around and they made Madripoor a modern day of the future town that you see in the beginning of the original Blade Runner.
Yeah.
When he's trying to sit down and eat his noodles.
Yeah, I'd loved it. I was like, geez. And of course, I'm fanboying out to that part, and my kid's like, what? Like, failed you as a parent.
You don't understand. When I was your age, I was reading the first ongoing Wolverine series, and this is where it took place.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll show like full-on Wolverine in this because they're not ready to bring the X-Men in totally. But I think maybe in like the last episode, like walking in the door of Mamakin's bar or whatever it's called in Madripoor.
Yeah.
You'll see Patch walk in and just hit somebody on his way towards the bar.
See, I'm full on, and I was thinking this with WandaVision. This is something that, because a lot of people were like, "Oh, you're not going to see anybody really, major show up in WandaVision or whatever like that." No, this would be the place for them to debut this stuff because they want to go ahead and go crazy with this and get you hooked on all the Marvel shows and get you thinking, who else is going to show up. So, I was even theorizing for a minute that, hell, we might even see Ghost Rider pop up on WandaVision. And,
I think you'll see, you have a better chance of seeing Ghost Rider pop up in the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh, I'm quite sure we'll see that.
Yeah.
And
I can't remember who they said, but they announced somebody, a big name who scored a role for the Doctor Strange movie, like with like a major character or something, or at least the voiceover. He's going to do the voice of a character because it's going to be like CGI'd or something. I don't know. I can't.
Clancy Brown.
I don't know.
Because that's the go-to for voiceover. Speaking of Clancy Brown, I've been watching Invincible. And
Invincible.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman's other comic series.
Oh yeah. I go. I know that name sounds familiar. What the hell? I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. I'd never read the book, so I didn't know what to really expect.
I never read the book either.
And
so it's showing the cast members here, but I was kind of like, it would be great if you actually just told me, who they were playing in the movie. That would be awesome. Yeah. Oh, there we go. No, this is just giving a list and credits for people. I'm like, what the hell?
It's got a lot of Walking Dead cast on it, which, I'm sure you pretty much figured it would.
I don't want the references. No. This is just pissing me off because it's like, who's the cast? Okay, but and it's like, oh, well, here's the actors that are going to be in the movie, but we're not going to tell you who they're playing. So obviously Elizabeth Olsen is in, Rachel McAdams, Cumberbatch, Billy Magnuson, some black dude whose name is completely unpronounceable.
Oh, the Chiwetel
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he played Mordo in the first one.
Kyle Chandler. Benedict Wong. What are the odds that the star and his lackey both have the same first name?
And the lackey's name is Wong.
Yeah, well, he's proud of himself, you know.
Yeah.
Sharon Horgan is in it. Kyle Bunbury and some young girl that looks kind of Asian with the last name of Gomez. So I could be wrong on that. So I'm not really sure.
Interesting.
So that big. That was a big fat zero there.
Goose egg.
Any new EPs yet? Stock. Yay, I hear you now. The Ninja Genko.
Where in the fuck? I'll put the pencil. Might need it. Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's cool. We got 3 people watching right now, one from each platform.
Yay!
Until I said that, and then the one on the Facebook outright geekery page dropped. Well, because they're on Facebook, so they're back again. Probably a different person. You know, they scroll, they watch for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then they scroll to see what else is going on.
They're like, I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah. But shit, he's drawing Harlequin, so we'll hang around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I left my ass off yesterday when you were like, hey, dude, get in on CromCon. I was like, I did. I sent that message early.
Cool. Speaking of CromCon, hey, Sean and that Will guy.
That sounds like Pops.
Yeah. He must have got bored. He popped in.
Yeah. I saw who I was.
Say CromCon and I will appear.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be, if you say heavy metal, Phil Man X is supposed to appear. So, heavy metal. Nah, it didn't work. He's busy doing colors on a variant cover. Dang. Phil is doing colors on a variant cover for the new Greed series that goes live on Kickstarter on the 23rd April. I hung out with Dustin Brunell, who's the creator behind The Listener, and this is his second series coming out. Rich Parada from who inked for Marvel and DC for like 20 plus years, did a variant cover for him, and it's like wicked cool. He did a reverse Kirby Crackle where he inked the entire thing around the characters black, and then used various tools and whiteout pens to do the reverse Kirby Crackle.
Oh wow!
It was like I was watching him do it live. I go, "Holy shit, that is badass!"
I strive for hearing that. That's my goal. Pretty much anything I do. Because, you know, I mean, who doesn't want to be badass at what they do?
Exactly.
It's like, what the fuck are you even doing?
That's what I'm going to be asking this credit card company later on tonight.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
What the fuck are you doing? You finally give me my stimulus check and you won't let my card be used anywhere?
You mean like a fat fucking prom date?
Yeah. I'm going to be pissed if I'm going to be pissed if he can go to the damn ATM in the morning and just withdraw my, the majority of my money. I think there's like a $300 or $400 daily limit unless it's like a online payment or something.
Yeah.
But I've got 2 copies of the first appearance of Spider-Gwen that I found.
I saw you posted that. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Well, I looked and friggin' that stupid app there, Key Collector, has them listed high grade ones listed for like over $600. And a friend of mine wanted one, and another guy from a comic group that I'm friends with online wanted one. And I'm like, so I'm not sure if I want to keep one or sell both of them, but I'm like, well, man, if I can sell one like right away, at least I'll have money to pay for something.
Right.
But I mean, the other shop, that other shop has my first print of ENIAC 1 and 2 from Bad Idea, as well as Tankers that came out today. 2 copies of the second print of Jonathan Hendricks' book with Scout that's still going on. It's on the 3rd issue out of 4 right now. The second print's because they were super they did they only printed a wicked small amount of the second prints with a different cover. So I got 2 of those, and then that series from Frank Gogol, Dead End Kids 2, which I know the first issue was awesome and really screwed with my head because it opened up on the streets of New York during 9/11.
Oh shit.
Which put me in kind of like a bad headspace, but I think Ryan Kincaid does all his 1 in 10 covers, and the 1 in 10 covers are all connecting covers. So I'm getting all the connecting covers on that. So there's one more of those to come.
Nice. I love his work.
And Frank's goes, well, once the shows start going back up, if Ryan comes to your area, he goes, bring him and maybe get something done. I go, well, yeah, I know, but I love Ryan's work, but I do not love Ryan's prices.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I know what a remark is. It is like a super quick, usually
Just
like a little something.
Exactly.
And you were like, because I get it. Because if you offer a remark, and you're at your table and you offer remarks on one of your books or something, or like on a cover you did for a book, and they're just going to be like, everybody's like, whoa, it's this much to sign it, and it's this much to get it graded. If you want, we can have it graded, and it's, oh, you want a remark? Yeah, that's like $130.
Yeah.
Go $130. Why don't you just sign it and I will remark it myself?
Right. I'll take care of that.
I will just take a picture of the character that I want in a side view, and I will just make up a stencil and do it myself. I mean, I saw a shop that I have dealt with, a lot in the past, and have bought off like on a fairly regular basis. They got a huge following, and everybody, you have to be like in his private group to buy off him. And I catch like, things. They'll have like, he's always bringing in creators and, offering up like original art pages from various books and stuff, which is, cool. But that's, even if I was still, DJing, that's, yeah, that's great. Well, can you afford to do that? Yeah. So you're going to get one? Hell no. That's too much money.
Yeah, shit gets costly after a while.
Yeah.
And after a short while.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That up.
Like I'll get a commission done, once in a while. If it's an artist I like, and it's something that I can like afford.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing huge, but big enough to to put it in a frame and toss it up on the wall or something. But
yeah, I'm almost surprised when people get larger commissions lately, because there for a while it seemed like everybody just kind of wanted 9x12 or 11x17, which I'm cool with because that's what I usually work with anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a run here lately where it's a lot of big stuff, like a lot of 16x20s, a lot of 20x30s, and I'm just like, shit.
I think what happened is there were like some like anybody that was like considered an essential worker, like medical wise, was got like a big bump in pay, like an extra like $7 or $8 an hour more on their pay because of everything going on. And people that were collecting their regular pay plus a bonus kick up from the government of like an extra $600 a week on top of their regular, unemployment pay. And I'm like, one guy that I know of, is usually like, he's always like laid off in the winter. So he collects like all winter. And then he couldn't go back to work, even in the spring. So he was last year he was collecting, and he still had to collect because the place couldn't open that he worked at. And so he was, they were sending him like $2,000 a week. I think certain people had just money burning a hole in their pocket, because God forbid they pay their bills.
Yeah.
Especially when last year when he was still in office, when Trump put that thing in that landlords can't evict people or do this because of the stay-at-home orders and blah blah blah. And people went, well, I have money to pay it, but if they can't kick me out, I got spending money now.
Where's my incentive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I can't get in trouble for this and I can't get kicked out, I'm gonna go buy that brand new 120-foot recurve TV.
And they did.
Mm-hmm. I'm still trying to figure out how, people on welfare always have the brand new iPhones and are driving around in, Escalades and got plenty of bling bling, but,
I gave up trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because all it's going to do is make me mad.
Yeah.
And piss me off. And, I can get pissed off enough on my own. I don't need any help.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, I'll quit helping.
No, you're good. Oh, my God. I'm going to hang on to that. I may do the... Trying to figure out how I'm going to do her face. Because I'm going to do something a little different than what we've got going on here. And we'll get to that bridge here a little bit.
So I signed up for the stupid Hasbro newsletter, and all they keep doing is sending me the invitations to join the Hasbro to kick up $50 to Hasbro so you can buy overpriced toys from them, which of course are all pre-orders. Well, you do this. I mean, we'll ship everything to you for free. I'm like, you overcharge for everything you make. How does that come out to free shipping on my end? I don't get it.
I've thought about doing like the Hasbro Direct Pulse and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But man.
Well, a buddy of mine, J-Bo, is a manager for GameStop, and he's got Pulse. So, and he always like when they go live, they send out the Pulse notification, and when they go live, he shares that out on social media. So people that aren't in it can see it. And if there's something that I want, I can just, when they let me use my credit card, I can just PayPal him like the cash, and he'll just like order it for me. Because cool. he just got the because I guess it was a GameStop exclusive. The IG-88 from Mandalorian.
Oh yeah.
After Nick Nolte reprogrammed it, and it became the babysitter for the child.
Love that shit too, man. I mean,
so it's got the reverse backpack on it with Baby Yoda in it, and it's IG-88. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Nice. Speaking of that, I've actually had somebody request. The scene where he's on the speeder bike with Baby Yoda?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's rescued him from the stormtroopers.
Yeah.
And just that smiling ass Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
I had somebody request one of those the other day. Like, I'll do that.
I saw a Star Wars blank cover being done by some like random artist. I didn't know who it was personally. but somebody shared it like in like one of the comic groups, and it was one of the stormtroopers punching the bag with Baby Yoda in it, and you just saw 2 ears like shooting up with like vibratory marks around the ears. You know, the outrage on Twitter that week was just like hysterical. You know, hashtag child abuse. It's
okay
not. It's a fucking puppet. It's not real. You people get a grip.
It's okay to abuse an actual child, but don't abuse the Baby Yoda.
Oh no, you know, yeah, it's fine to like even murder a kid like 30 seconds after it's born, but how dare you abuse a puppet? If they only knew what I had done with hand puppets in the past.
There's a story here.
Mm-hmm. But you won't tell it because I don't want to get kicked off of all these other platforms.
I don't want to get demonetized.
Well, I'd have to get monetized first, wouldn't I?
Right. I mean, that would kind of put a damper on things.
Mm-hmm.
As far as getting monetized.
Actually, technically, I am monetized on Age of Radio for Creators Outlet. But the monetization is so small. I'm like, dude, just hold that in the account. I'll collect it in like another 40 years if I'm still alive, and it amounts up to something besides like $1.380 or something.
Jesus. Yeah. Let me know when it's a significant amount. Maybe I could get a Star Wars Black Series figure.
Yeah. Get one. I'm trying to sell them. What have I got? I have like 3 Black Series figures, like from when they first started.
Oh yeah.
I've got a Kylo. I've got 2 of the most hated characters in the new Star Wars trilogy. I've got Ren and Kylo. But at least Ren comes with BB-8, so there's a plus. I have like one other one. I'm not sure. Oh, I think it's like one of the clone troopers from Clone Wars, like Commander Cody or one of those
Rex or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Have you seen the trailer for Bad Batch?
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit looks great.
I didn't react to it on the channel because that's the newest thing, doing reaction videos. My daughter said, "So what are you doing on your little YouTube channel now?" I go, "Well, I did a few reaction videos today." She's like, "Oh my God, you are so 2016."
Oh, okay.
Like, I go, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get people, people to the channel, and reaction channels get like a ridiculous amount of traffic. My problem is I have to do like 2 or 3 reactions a day to get anything.
Yeah.
And build up, but I'm only 3 people away from hitting a whole 100 subscribers.
I mean, Rome didn't burn in a day, so
Oh, I know.
We're getting there.
Rome didn't have kerosene.
Good point.
Or C4.
Syntax.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what did Pop say? I missed this one. Doing the rounds, dropping in, like and sharing. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Pops.
Well, hey, thanks, Pops.
Sharing it around.
I get to be on the same day of CromCon as Brian Pulido and Monty Moore.
Cool. Cool.
I know, man. I'm like fanboying a little bit.
Monty's getting scheduled on Creators Outlet too.
Monty is a super cool guy, and
oh yeah, I've talked to him like through, through like a chit chatting back and forth in like a discussion thread on Brian Wayne's podcast page.
he has always, like, for years now, he and I he's helped me out with input on the artwork.
Cool.
I mean, it's just anytime you get that kind of input, I don't get people who get pissed off when someone at that level is offering to help you out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like you went to Neil Adams and you go, and every page he looks at, he's like, "Kid, you're doing everything wrong. Go get a job," and send you off.
You know what? I mean, I wouldn't mind that, because honestly, I just tell myself, hey, it's the same shit he said to Frank Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he'll even be the first to tell you he was way too hard on Frank Miller.
And, Frank went on to do, a shit ton of covers for the original Valiant back in the 90s that are, I don't know, worthless now. But I bought them anyhow.
Hey, man, you had to in the 90s. You had to buy everything that came out because you didn't know.
Look, I was still buying everything that came out back in the 2000s. That's why, and unless I know, like, a lot of times I'll look at a book and go, oh man, something happens in this book. I don't friggin' know what anymore, but I know something happens in this book. I got to go look it up. So I looked up an Avengers book the other day. I go, oh, and that was the one that I posted with the two Spider-Gwens. I'm like, oh, holy shit! This is the first appearance of Scott Lang.
Oh yeah.
Which is now like a $65 book.
That's cool.
It's funny. It's funny to say, yeah, I have this modern day Avengers book, and it's actually worth money. Huh? I remember when you could go into a shop and you could pretty much buy 3/4 of the original Avengers run for like between $1 to $3 a book.
Back in the day.
I'm finding lots of the original Harley run in the 90s. And I have to look up to see how many issues it actually went. So I just found another one, and it's like higher up in the run. But I have almost a complete run of the Gotham City Sirens. We were talking about this the other week. Weren't we? You said like one of your kids had like all of them or something.
Yeah, and my girls are both big fans of Gotham City Sirens. They actually were trying to get together and cosplay Gotham City Sirens, which, yeah, is a little unnerving for their dad, but.
Where you stand at the front door.
Like, depends on which Poison Ivy costume you're going with there,
yeah.
Kids.
Whoever you're dressing up as better be covered.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to hear something that I don't usually say. You ain't going out of the house like that.
Right. My 19-year-old, she cosplayed Lollipop Chainsaw
couple of years ago.
Oh boy.
I don't know. I about shit a chicken over that. I was like, no, I don't think so.
A cosplayer up here that I'm friends with who's hot. She's wicked nice and, a good drunk too. She gets drunk a lot, I guess. But usually when they go cosplaying at the cons, like a huge group of them, they'll all get 4 or 5 adjoining hotel rooms at whatever hotel is closer, and they'll all stay at the hotel. That way they can go to all the after parties and get lit up if they want, and they just kind of stomber back to the room.
Yeah, good times.
I always wanted to make the joke. I go, well, if the con actually happens in November, if I go to the after party, am I going to get a DUI summons? Because I'm driving a wheelchair.
That was my big plan for last year. Because one of my favorite cons to do in Memphis is a Mid-South Con, and they always have it at Hilton, and they have all the cool after party stuff, and I never get to do all that kind of stuff because I'm usually I'm strictly here for work, blah blah blah, and running my ass home every day. And I was like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna stay in the hotel. I booked 3 rooms for me and kids and all that. I'm like, we're gonna do all this stuff because I'm gonna, that's when I decided I'm gonna do this full time.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, everything got torpedoed because COVID.
Hey kids, here's a switch. This time Daddy's going to throw up on you.
Yeah. Well, it could be their mom, because we were still together at that time.
Yeah.
He's a... No, never mind. We'll leave that alone.
That's a misfired torpedo right there.
Yeah, we'll just
walk away slowly.
Yeah.
I found one box over here that I opened up, and there were some toys in the top, so I took them out, and then I went to pick up the box so I could bring it over somewhere so I could get a better look at it in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And I couldn't really lift it. And then I realized that the box was 3/4 full with my entire Batman chess set and my entire Justice League chess set.
Oh shit!
Plus a few extras because they released a few extra Batman pieces. They released a Dark Knight Returns version of Batman and Joker, and they did a. I'm not sure whether he's perched on the bat signal, but there's a bat signal too. I think I'm missing 3 or 4 pieces from the Justice League one though. I might be, and I don't remember getting it, and I haven't come across it yet. So there might be a box that still has at my LCS. If he didn't just take the stuff out and sell it by mistake, that will have the last 6 to 8 JLA chess pieces in it, a few other things, and my Batgirl Bombshell statue.
Love the Bombshell stuff.
Yeah. grabbed out a few covers because they had like 1 month where they were doing like bombshell covers, just bombshell covers in the books before they did the series. I think I probably have most of the first Bombshell series was, I think, like, a short run, and then they did it again, and it was like, it ran for like a couple of years. Then they canceled it, and with plans of the stupid Gotham City Garage, which was atrocious.
Gotham City what Garage?
Gotham City Garage, which was a cross between Gotham City Sirens and Bombshells with some crazy woke bitch writing it. Yep.
Always some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Yeah, Monty's launching his Kickstarter tonight for his new book. So,
I don't want to say the wrong name, but isn't that like Blood and Bullets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it's the lowest print run in the run, but opposed to other people, he's not going to number. He's got foils, and he's refusing to number them. He's like, just know right now, there will be only 85 of those printed. So no matter which one you get, they're all perfect and awesome, and you have one of 85 of those covers. That's what a lot of people do, is they'll look for the highest tier if that cover looks awesome and it's like a big name, like like a popular name like Monty.
Yeah.
They'll get the highest tier that has the most awesome cover, in his case like the hollow foil one, and they'll pledge that, and as soon as they get it, it goes right out to like CGC, and they'll like rush shipment and then put it up for sale like right away. There's only 85 of these covers, never to be made again. It's so rare. I go, you know what's rare? You actually reading one of those books before you put it in a plastic coffin. A group of people put a lot of work into writing, drawing, inking, coloring, and lettering that book.
Yeah.
He goes, well, I slab the actual ones, I get the actual ones graded, and then I just buy the digital version and read that.
I mean, that's better than nothing, but...
Wait, so you will buy the special cover that is... Hopefully I don't get flagged for this. Retardedly expensive. And then pay another ridiculous, huge fee to get it graded. And if it's something that's hot right now that you want to get back right away, you'll pay almost $100 to get a guaranteed 2-day turnaround on that book, to get it back so you can hurry up and list it online to sell it.
Jesus.
Just to pay full cover price of that book to read a digital copy that has $0 worth to it.
I love Stan Lee's quote about digital comics.
Boobs. Boobs look great on my computer, but I'd rather hold them in my hand. Hell yeah. I remember a dancer one day asking me, what do you prefer, real or fake? I go, doesn't matter whether they're real or fake. It only matters whether or not I get to play with them.
Exactly. Boobs are wonderful. I mean, they really are.
Mm-hmm.
That's one reason why I love my job. You know, I get to do like Lady Death commissions where it's like, hey, go as naughty as you want to go with it. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
Once I get this screwed up card straightened out, I'm going to have to move the majority of all these books out of the way. And I'm going to buy that, like that rubber coated, like plastic shelving.
Mm-hmm.
With the lip on it that you can put like at the 90-degree angle or whatever, and figure out how much of that I need, and get my helper to put it up since he's a contractor, so I can actually display stuff like my signed prints, original art, some cool books.
I'm like just now really getting a lot of stuff displayed up in the house.
Mm-hmm. One of the art books that I found in that last box of books that I opened, there was a Monty Michael Moore hardcover in there.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Well, for a while, the comic shop, well, you know, we're all fans of art anyhow, but the comic shop was buying a lot of art books and various things like that because right over the state line, a few tattoo shops opened. So people would want, Spawn tattoos or Spider-Man or, this character or that character, or cool sci-fi stuff or whatever. And it'd be like, Siri, where's the closest comic shop? And we were the closest comic shop. So they would come over. And then one of the artists was like super into like Warhammer 40K there. So he was like ordering like all kinds of like Warhammer books and stuff. And then one day he disappeared. I think possibly to jail. And the shop got stuck with, probably like $400 worth of their cost of Warhammer books. That eventually got sold on, eBay to somebody.
But they're not hard to flip. It's probably more of a pain in the ass than anything, but
yeah, you gotta go through all the crap and take the time and photograph them. Every time somebody wants to buy something, they want like a million pictures of it, and they're always like making up excuses why it's not perfect.
Dude, okay, so I've got some prints on eBay, okay, and because it's that's fine. I'll generate some cash here and there from it. But I always put everything for all my prints are like $25 with free shipping. Continental U.S. shipping. That's a hell of a deal, and at least I think it is. But for some reason, I put a few of them with or best offer or whatever like that, and I'll normally get somebody that's like, hey, I'll give you 20 or something like that, and then yeah, sure, I'll hook you up. This asshole sent me an offer of $5 for an avatar print that I did today. It's like eBay's like, do you want to reject the offer? Fuck yes, I want to reject the offer. That won't even cover the shipping, damn it.
I try to do that to people on Facebook that put these ludicrous prices, especially on pops. It's like, well, the Pops app says they're worth this much. I go, oh, you mean the guy that created this app to drive the prices of these things up so he could turn like a hell of a profit? Yeah. So they're like, they're showing stuff that just came out, like the previews exclusive heavy metal Batman with the guitar.
Oh yeah.
Which I've seen for like I've seen some reasonable people selling them for like $12-13. They're fine with I ordered a couple of cases of them from my distributor, and I'm fine making like an extra $2 or $3 above cost. But then you get the people that are putting them up there for like $25 or $30, plus they want like $15 shipping or something.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
So I always go up there and try to put a low ball offer in, just to teach them a lesson. Be like, don't be a douche. And I guess there's a setting that you can do it, like if you want to accept an offer, but you put in the minimum amount that you'll accept. So you go to put in an offer, and then you get like a red screen from Facebook back.
Oh yeah?
You did not meet the seller's minimum requirement. I'm like, what's the minimum requirement? $1 off what he's charging? Like the kid that put the first logo the other week.
Kid that do what?
He put the first appearance of logo. Yeah. Make me an offer. I'll buy that for $1.
You ever see RoboCop, kid?
Mm-hmm. Probably not. I think he was too young, but I'm like, I've already got one, and it's in like fantastic shape, but now that I'm poor, I don't care if it's in awesome shape. I'm just glad to have one.
Yeah.
Like I discovered, because I didn't know I had a New Teen Titans 44, first appearance of Nightwing. I thought I had it, but I wasn't sure whether it was still in my collection or if it was part of my collection when I sold my collection the last time. And I'm starting to get nervous. So I'm getting down to like the last few boxes. I came across the short box of the Jim Lee X-Men series, where I have like 1 to 100 in that box of that series. Then I came across a long box with, others, and I've got like other, X-Men, like older ones, kind of like scattered everywhere. But, and I've got tons of X-Men since that are like, all over the place. But I haven't come across my New Teen Titans box, my Batman the Detective box, or my ASM box. That, yes, does have an ASM 300 in it. And Spider-Man has become so terrible with the new Marvel that I'm actually considering getting rid of all my Spider-Man crap and just keeping, my Hulk stuff.
Wow.
Granted, I don't have any Spider-Man issues that anybody's actually looking for, but outside of the 300, and I think the 300 kind of got destroyed in the box. if memory serves. For whatever reason, I ran out of money, and you can tell when you open up a box, there'll be issues bagged and boarded, and then like the whole middle of the box is just bagged.
I've got some that aren't even bagged.
Oh, I've got full long boxes that nothing's bagged or boarded.
Jesus.
Why do you think I need a press?
Yeah.
It's been the rare occasion in the last couple of weeks that I could open up a whole box and not come across at least a handful that all had spine rolls that I need to press out. I mean, I don't even need to heat press them. I just need to put like those two pieces of material in there, bring the thing down and leave it in there for, a week. And then you come across, ones that you did bag and board, but because the box wasn't, pushed full to the limit, the boards start swaying with a curve in them. And of course, those are always the books that are actually worth money.
Of course.
Like my Jason Aaron Turs, where a few of those are like, there's a couple of those issues that are like a couple of $100. But I found one of my two first appearances of Gambit. I think it's my original first appearance of Gambit, and that didn't have board in it, but it was in a Mylar. So
really nothing. That's better than my first appearance of Gambit. I've got a German print of it.
Oh,
yeah. I've got Der Führer's first appearance of Gambit. But it is what it is. And I'll take it.
I always get a kick out of it when somebody posts a picture of a certain book they have called Hansi. And all the snowflakes come out of the closet they've been hiding in their parents' basement. And, go nuts. Usually the first thing they lead off with goes, you effing Nazi.
Oh yeah.
I'll followed by somebody else saying, I guarantee he voted for Trump. Because Trump's a Nazi. I go, Trump's a Nazi, really? Have you not noticed Joe Biden signed like 75 edicts in like the first 35 days in office?
Dude, he was just steady signing shit.
Oh, somebody else wrote all that stuff, and they just, he didn't read any of it. He wouldn't remember it if he did.
Yeah, they just had that shit ready to roll.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think of her so far, man?
Looking pretty good.
Yeah.
She's just the way I like Harley. Laying down.
Do. I don't don't know, man. I liked Harley when she first came out. Batman, in the series and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one reason why I'm just loving HBO Max is because I've been watching the shit out of Batman the animated series.
Yeah, they redid those, right? They remastered them.
Yeah.
And I know Thomas told me that they've remastered all the Superman animated series too. I know they remastered the Linda Carter Wonder Woman, so I'm like, good. Can I just watch the intro where she's running towards the camera?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hell no. She still looks good.
Dude, she's amazing.
Well, when you're that rich, you can afford, to be completely made out of plastic.
Yes. You can be the total nip tuck.
The Ninja Ginkgo. That's nice.
One of the casinos near me has a Wonder Woman slot machine. And of course, it's all Linda Carter Wonder Woman.
Oh, nice.
And I would just sit there and just keep putting money in it, just keep watching the little videos.
The Ninja Ginkgo really likes this piece too.
Oh yeah. Sweet.
The Ninja the original is available for claim when it's finished.
Yes, it is. Well, you can claim it now, and then when it's finished, it ships right out to you. You don't have to wait till it's finished to claim it.
And you can contact Shawn, his Instagram and Facebook art page, or just scroll on the banner at the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
Yeah, so I was actually thinking of trying to sell both of those spider glens, one to my buddy John and one to my interwebs buddy John. And if the money comes in, that way I can use my PayPal credit card and pay like these other two people. I'm just like, oh.
You should do me a favor and remind me to get to send you my address, and then I'll get your address for the
Package.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like one of the first things I thought of. I go, yeah, I can buy the larger box and pack a bunch of stuff in it and send it off.
I keep forgetting about it, and I feel terrible.
And then, and of course, oh, we're sorry, your credit card won't work on anything.
Yes.
We just want you to stare at the most money you've had in your account in over a year and not be able to do shit. I'm like, oh, congratulations, you accomplished that. Thank you so much.
It makes you feel like fucking in episode 1, Republic credits won't work here.
Yeah, really. Yeah, it was probably, they're probably like, looking through the voter roll and going, oh, he didn't vote for us. Block his card. Plus, don't forget, the featured characters of the month this month are Witchblade and Rogue. Any Witchblade or Rogue print original art that he has in stock or commissions are all 25% off.
Yes, don't waste all your stimulus money at Walmart.
I wanted to waste it a whole bunch of different places, but no.
Yeah. Waste your stimulus money with Shawn-Zilla. Hey, I sent you the pictures of the last lady death, right?
Oh, the naughty one? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the client was real happy with that.
Oh, I'm sure they were. There you go, the ninja. His the link for his Instagram I put in the chat, so you can just click on that and go and stalk him on Instagram too.
Yes, please. I like being stalked.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better than when I'm stalking people.
Bob's losing my mind again. The Madness is my group, right?
Last I checked.
Yeah. The Ninja Ginkgo. Cool. Thank you. There you go.
Thanks, man. Yeah, stalk me. That's cool. Occasionally I do tricks.
Yeah, Pops. Earlier I shared Monty's live feed for his Blood and Bullets launch to the page, and an admin removed it. The kitty comic guy there. What's his name? Frank. Why do I have people I do not know in my inbox trying to tell me who, what, and when? Did you not make the group private again? If it's open, then people are going to come in and just start demanding stuff. It was already up. Oh, okay. You posted it back to back with Kevin's post. Oh, okay. Case in point, don't share anything that has signed with Inked Marketing, because Kevin's just going to share it everywhere anyhow. Okay. I put it in my group because he's not in there, so. Oh, you can get a little underboob in the bra coming out of the crop top.
Oh, on Harley here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I started to give her some pokies and stuff, but I mean, I figured I'd do that on all of them pretty much, so.
Understood.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, very cool.
Well, I didn't do it on Red Sonja.
Nope.
I don't think you really can.
No, it's a limited workspace.
Yeah. you know, the Darth Maul from last week sold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Darth Maul flew off.
Yeah, I was real happy about that. It's like, yes, validation.
I had someone lecturing me about who I should allow to post in my group. I am really close to unglued.
Just breathe, Pops.
Breathe, count to 10, and take a hit or something.
Yeah. That's what I have to do. Especially when I talk to the ex.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, they gave because my mother's already passed, they gave my daughter's other grandmother like only days to live, so but they're pulling all the COVID restriction crap at the hospital.
Oh yeah.
Not allowing people to, one person a day can go in and see her. She's going to be dead in a few days. She's got like a handful of grandchildren that basically all want to go in and say goodbye to their grandmother.
Jesus.
And they won't let them in.
Shit pisses me off, man.
But of course, because of what's happening now, my kid's mother wants to, cry on my shoulder. Like she's blowing up my phone like every 5 minutes with, sad messages. And I'm like, please.
Right. What am I supposed to do with that?
I did send Shawn some business. If you do good work and the fit is right, I try to help people make money.
Pops sure as hell did. I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't know if I could, if that was on the low or whatever. But yeah, it is.
Make me the bad guy. Holy shit, I'm hot. You're not hot, you're old. But, the rest of us are too. You just got us by a couple of years.
Yes. Yeah, Pops sent me a referral, man, and it's a cool little piece that I'm going to be doing. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hot, pissed.
Doing it.
Hot equals pissed. Yeah, Pops, let me cheer you up. Look what Sam sent to me.
I may have to do another Electra for Pops because he sent me that referral.
Yeah, I'm trying to. The other thing I'm trying to do is I'm getting close to him, but I haven't found him yet. Those look just like mine. Uh-huh. Yep. I know you got the same package as I did, but I was surprised. I thought he was just giving me an autograph number 2. And he sent me like 4 books. I was like, whoa.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I gotta check my email too, because I have like a big short box coming in, and I checked it I think last night, and the last I was it was coming Springfield, Mass. And supposed to be here. Yes, I hate it when they do this. When they get like all jammed up, and the USPS tracking ends at April 6th, 2021. And I look at my computer, I go, wait, that was just today. No time, no location, just status, in transit, arriving late. Well, no shit.
Yeah. We noticed it's arriving late.
Yeah, so that's just telling me that it can be here any day.
Yeah. I've got a movie poster that somebody was sending me, and it was showing March 30th. I'm like, well, that, it's been a minute since then, so might want to upgrade your shipping tracking information.
I had a couple of people that came on that were going to send me something, and then they get busy and like forget about it. I go, no big deal. I don't want nothing. Oh yeah, Pops. Yeah. I'm waiting. Every time he talks, he's adding something else to it, and I'm like, damn, dude, relax. It's like, I'm good. Nope. I go, okay. Yeah, when I had Dustin on last night, he said he's got a couple of shows coming up. One is in New Orleans, and then I guess MegaCon in Florida is happening.
I heard it was.
But anybody with a table is going to be a boy in a bubble. They're going to, cage you in behind like plexiglass. And you're gonna be like a bank teller. There's going to be like a little slide tray underneath you to, put the books out.
Nice. I saw a picture of Sting at a wrestling con. He was behind glass, and I thought that was funny as hell.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have a baseball in my hand, and I'd just be like looking around for the target to dunk him into the water tank.
Yeah.
I didn't see what happened, but I guess there was an exhibition match for AEW, and something went wrong, and I guess somebody got hurt or something.
Oh, really?
The artist will be safe from the people spreading the con crud. Mm-hmm.
Hey man, con crud is real.
No shit. I remember I used to do like goofy PSAs before all this stuff, started, and be like, attention con goers. Axe body spray is not the same thing as taking a fucking shower.
It is not.
Go in the shower, wash up with soap and hot water, and for God's sake, when your back is facing the shower head, spread your cheeks like you're in the prison.
A little bit.
Clean that stuff.
Yeah. The life you save may be your own.
Will they keep all the fans behind glass protected from each other? Of course not. Roland Man from Silverline, him and his crew have gone and done like a few shows, like I guess fairly local to them. a half a day away or something, driving, and they make videos and stuff, and I guess there's like a separation between like all the tables, and they're like they put up the stupid stickers on the floor for social distancing, and he's like videoing. He's like, nobody is social distancing, but everybody has to have like one of those big like 3-pound squirt bottles of hand sanitizer at their at their table.
See, I social distance anyway because I don't really like people.
Yeah, I know. I love all you guys, but I'm not wearing a mask for hours.
Nope.
Well, it's real simple. Somehow we all get transportation down to Texas because they lifted the mask mandate, but all the people that I guess enjoy living in fear are still like wearing their masks everywhere. So.
See, I'm in the People's Republic of Mississippi, and they've lifted the mandate. But I'm not gonna lie to you, man. These are a bunch of sickly ass fucks here anyway. So I'll still wear a mask when I go out, just because I don't want to talk to them.
Yeah, one of the guys that's been on my show a couple times, and he was on CromCon last month. Eric Von Turs, Eric VT. He's got a project coming up, and he had like a memory come up, I guess, of last year. In the picture, he's got like one of the fitted baseball caps turned backwards, and like he's wearing like one of the bandana masks. I go, I dare you to go into a Bank of America dressed like that and ask for a withdrawal.
Yeah.
I see people alone in their cars wearing masks. Yes, those are known as dumb fucks.
Yeah, no. If I go to the grocery store or whatever like that, I'll put the mask on. But like as soon as I'm walking out, it's like just pulling it off, man. It's like,
oh yeah. Well, they put up a thing where everybody in this building, when they leave their apartments, have to be masked up, and but I'm in the People's Republic of Massachusetts. God forbid we remember that the Revolutionary War started here. It's like, no.
Over a breakfast beverage that wasn't even coffee.
Yep.
Just imagine if it had been coffee.
Oh man. We would have gone back to England and just killed the king there.
We would have said, dude, you know what? We were gonna let you go, but fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the last time the French actually put up a fight. I laughed. I like watching the Jimmy Carr video clips on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a rotten, sarcastic bastard like I am, and he just like busts everybody's balls. Oh look, somebody's trying to get me to pay them. Some fake thing from Twitter. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on blah 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 blah. Bigfollows.com.
Oh wow.
So what am I gonna do with that?
People fall for that shit?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Let's see. Nope, it's not that one. No, I don't want to put it back up there. No, that either. I forget how to do it.
Been having fun with the scammers lately when they send me Facebook messages and it's like, have you gotten your money yet? It's like, yeah, I did. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, I messaged the guy. Because it's always they want you to message some guy.
Oh, I don't have to. I can't delete that one from here because it is. It's on my Twitch. And I'm like, I know I had my phone. Oh, there's my phone. Like, it's all dark and stuff here. So I will have to go on my Twitch and delete and ban this fake bot user that will, like, delete themselves, quick enough.
They should delete themselves from existence.
No, it's not even like a real thing. It just looks like a bot.
Yeah. So what you think, man? She's coming together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Coming together with all the parts I like.
Yeah. Figured I'd go with the body first on this one.
Yeah. Maybe Ninja will grab it afterwards.
Hey, man. Claims it soon. He can pick the background.
Hear that, the Ninja? If you contact Shawn over on Instagram soon enough, and you can pick what kind of background you want. Let's go to my channel. Oh, look, I'm looking at us on my channel. Chat. It doesn't even show anything. And because I don't use, there you go. Detail is amazing.
Well, thank you. I try.
The Ninja. Probably kill this stream in a couple minutes because it's getting late.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, well, I kind of need to head to bed. I'll probably finish this up kind of like I did Darth Maul over the next couple of days. And I'll post it to the Zero Dark 30, The Art of Shawn Howe Facebook page and my Shawn-Zilla Art Instagram page and probably my Tumblr. Not like anybody looks at Tumblr anyway. But
good night, Pops.
Night, Pops.
Like, gentlemen, who walked in? Ba-dum-bump. Yeah, I don't actually have to delete anything from Twitch because I use StreamYard and not like OBS because that shit was just way too difficult for me
Sure.
to figure out. So they don't have a thing that lets like the videos like stay up there for like, rewatch. It's live while it's live and that's it. But we get a couple people.
That's on.
Yeah.
That's on Twitch.
Just on Twitch. The other two platforms, they just, they stay there. All right, everybody, we'll be back next week, 9 p.m. Eastern, for some more art. And like we said, don't forget, Witchblade and Rogue from the X-Men are characters of the month this month. So any art that Shawn has, whether it's original or prints, are all 25% off. You can also commission something with any of those characters, which will also be 25% off. And every piece that he starts on a Wednesday night on the Shawn-Zilla Art Show is, as long as it's a brand new piece, it'll be available for claim. And of course, you'll be notified of that, so you can claim a piece. If you miss the claim and you really like the piece, you can also contact Shawn, and you can pre-order some signed prints as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm done spieling.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You're like,
you can get it.
I gotta get up and get all these kids off to school in the morning. I'm like, okay. So yeah, that must be all my years stuck in a DJ booth at a strip club. Quick, the boss is here. Get all the promos in. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Gunk.